use the Bowline primarily as a system tie-in. The primary way that we use it is with 2 ropes together. I'll tie it with just 1 to start out with. So what I like to do on the Bowline is what we call a snap bowline. There's a lot of different ways to tie it. I really like this method. So I take the end of the rope in my right hand, I pass it around the object to tie to my left hand, and I make sure I pull up enough that I'm going to have enough tail to do any sort of keepers I want, or if I'm doing double long tail bowlines. Now I'm going to turn my hand palm away from me, thumb down, grasp the rope. I'm going to twist it over into a loop, and I'm going to pull up a bight in this part of the rope, not closest to the anchor. And I'm going to take the end and I'm going to pass it through, and I'm going to now pull that through and move forward to the anchor with this one, and it just flips over and creates the snap bowline. And I might need to help it flip over. Now if I was just tying this around an object for an anchor, then I would put a keeper on here. In general, I would use a double overhand. And I work it up right tight. The bowline tied around an object. Okay, so far we've been tying end of the rope knots. If I have to tie a knot in the middle of the rope, say somewhere right here, probably the knot of choice is the butterfly. There's different ways to tie the butterfly in the middle of the rope, but what I'm going to do is hold my hand like this, thumb up. I'm going to come over the top of my hand, I'm going to come around, and then I'm going to come around a third time, and then the third time I cross over the first 2. Now this strand of rope that is closest to my fingertips right here, I'm going to pull up a little bit of this rope, and I'm going to form a bight in it. And I'm going to take this bight and I'm going to cross over underneath the first 2. Okay, now this is the part that this knot is self-dressing. I'm going to let go of the rest of it, and I'm going to grab the 2 tails and I'm going to pull it tight. And then once I've done that, then I'm going to let go of the bight, and I'm going to take each tail separately in each hand, and I'm going to pull it sideways like that. And now I get the classic butterfly. We're going to do a scaffold hitch. Sometimes it's really nice to tie onto the end of a carabiner or directly into a harness with the scaffold hitch because it goes tight against the object. I'm going to pull enough that I could do a triple if I want. So I'm just going to cross back over on itself. This is characteristic of the overhand. Around twice, and on the third time I'm coming through here. I want to make sure that I dress it the scaffold hitch, sometimes called a noose knot.